another Canva Creations video. I woke up this morning and it was cold. Now, this may not sound like news to you, but if you live in Florida like I do, it is most definitely newsworthy. So because it is finally cooling down, I feel like this is a great opportunity for this week's theme to be pumpkin spice. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of pumpkin spice, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get pumpkin spice anything. So you may be asking, well, why make the theme pumpkin spice then? Well, 'tis the season, so why not? Something that I found interesting while making this video was while looking for potential pictures to use, I had ideas jumping out at me. So rather than choosing 10 pictures I liked and choosing the ones I wanted to work with later, I only chose 4 that really spoke to me. For the first one, I wanted it to be another very simplistic and elegant design. Truthfully, those are the types of designs I align with the most. The second design was going to be a highlight of a single recipe, but as I got further along with it, I decided I wanted to attempt a book cover, specifically, in this case, a cookbook cover. I've never done a book cover before, so I wasn't really sure what elements it should have. I spent a really long time researching book covers for this one graphic, and as a social media manager, that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's in the job description because we don't know everything, and if someone tells you they do, they're lying. I ended up going with this simple design, again, that looks a bit more lively simply because I have 2 different fonts and the text is placed in such a way that it is pleasing to the eyes. Because I think the whole pumpkin spice everything and basic person is corny, I wanted some kind of a corny graphic in this set. So for the third graphic, I decided on a quote, a corny quote. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. I added in some squiggly lines to fill in the empty voids, and then I thought I was done. After looking at it for a minute, I decided to try and give it some dimension by adding random cross-hatched lines. That quickly evolved into wanting to add other photos of pumpkin spiced things. I then moved a couple of lines forward in front of the slightly transparent black box to add even more dimension to the graphic. Now, in my last video, I explained how I wanted to have at least one photo of a face in my sets, which is why I chose this girl here, who is drinking what looks like a regular latte, perhaps, but we can all pretend it's a pumpkin spice latte, right? So for her, I really didn't know what I wanted to do with her. I just knew that I wanted her to be a part of the set. Then I had this brilliant idea to turn her into an Instagram post. I even went so far as to give her a fake profile and location. I've got to say, I'm really proud of myself for this one. I even took it a step further and made it look like she had a story. You know, those Instagram stories, when you have a story, there's a little, it's like a multicolored maroon circle around your name. So I just put an orange circle behind her picture and made it a little bit larger to make it look like the circle was around her name. And I just used the orange in my color palette because the graphic is so small. It looks pretty similar. And in case you were wondering, yes, I did have Instagram open, looking at the design of it while I was creating this particular graphic. Here's all of my graphics. I hope you liked them. If you have any suggestions of themes I should do in the future, comment below and let me know. And I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.